Live from Q Talk America headquarters, it's Working It Out with Ernesto and Gene. On today's show, we have your hosts, Ernesto Ortiz and Gene Don't Call Me Max Ford Moore. Our guests today are Baby Bear Bryce Matheson and Marianne Marttini. In the streets, they call me Straight Nate Evangelista, and I must ask this question, who's working it out?
We're working it out.
Who's working it out?
We're working it out.
One more time, who's working it out?
We're really working it out.
Oh, we are really working it out. Oh my gosh. Gene, how are you?
I'm doing great. And look who's in the room with us.
Oh my God. The cutest bear in the world.
Yes. Bryce.
You guys cracked me up. That was like an amazing entrance.
Oh, well, girl.
Thank you.
If you're going to
And
make
you
an
have a
entrance.
bedroom voice. I wasn't expecting that. It was so different from 5 minutes ago.
I turn it on when the lights come on.
When the lights come on.
When the
Got
lights
that
come
red
on.
light special.
Turn that
Shoot.
switch, baby.
All through the night.
Welcome to our show, Bryce.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yes, and Bryce, of course, is from our sister show, Neighborhood Friends.
I am with Ophelia.
Which
On
airs
Q-Talk.
every
Hello.
Monday at 7 o'clock live. You can see it there. Or in their archives.
Yes.
I know, that was a little late. Sorry.
Yes.
And if you didn't hear our last episode, we did have Ophelia on there, so
Yes,
check that out
we
and
did.
check this out right now.
Yes. We have. I feel like today we have an awesome show today.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
phenomenal.
That's very, very
Bryce
excited.
is here.
Yes.
Marianne Marttini
Oh
is in
my
the
God,
room.
fabulous.
It's probably
She's
going to
in
be
the
the
green
best
room.
hour of entertainment ever in the history
In America.
of humans.
Ever.
Ever.
Yes.
And ladies and
Ever,
gentlemen,
ever.
if you like this show and you like what you hear, remember, we are on every week, every Saturday at, what time is it right now? Oh, at 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock Eastern time. You can subscribe on iTunes. You'll find us there, or you go to Q Talk America, and we are there as well.
Or watch us on the YouTube.
Or watch us on the YouTubes, as Gene Moore says.
Are we
on
on
the
Ustreams?
YouTubes. On the Ustreams.
We're Ustreaming right now. We're
fucking
Ustreaming right
everywhere.
I know.
We're everywhere.
But right now, if you look, you can see I'm wearing my Brokeback Mountain shirt. I love this.
Me
It's
too.
my favorite. I wish I could quit you.
I can't quit you.
Why did you become British? I wish I could quit you.
I wish all could. Would you put
That was
that
not British.
That's your cowboy accent?
to me, that's cowboy.
The British cowboy.
Excuse me, chap. Could you put your penis in my hole? That's
Oh.
Brokeback Mountain-ish to me. I don't know.
Bollocks.
You know what? Can I just say, when I saw Brokeback Mountain, I seen it in Scottsdale at the Harkins movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like about that movie theater, old Jewish women go
Oh,
there.
I love it.
I love it. And you know what? For
Oy.
some reason, me and old Jewish women picked the same movies. And so they were all there. And there's that scene where they have sex in the tent. And I was like...
Oh, don't ruin it for me.
I know, and
Let's see.
all the old ladies, I hear them, like, they're very liberal,
Yeah.
older Jewish ladies, like, takes a lot. They were like...
Mazel tov.
I myself was like, because in the scene before they had steak, they had beans. He didn't go to the bathroom, and then he let him in the back door.
And then
Hello.
he had his Frankenbeans.
Take a beat.
So that's my Brokeback Mountain story.
Oh, gosh.
That was a good way to start us
Ernesto, how
off.
was your week?
My week has been crazy. Very crazy. It's been very busy. Comedy. I went to a couple castings, and that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't know yet. You're just
Castings.
Yeah.
Ernesto does movies. He's been in a commercial. He's probably got like 2 movies in the hopper that he's gonna start
in the
filming.
hopper.
And the hopper.
Can you
Is
say
that
what
old
the
people?
castings were for?
Well, what one? I can say what
Is there
one is
oil
for.
involved?
No, that was a lot. No, that was a commercial. There was oil involved. It's for Spanish commercial. For
Univision.
For Univision. For the
Channel 33.
Channel 33.
But the other one was the
a
oil.
pawn shop commercial.
I like the oil commercial where you were the mechanic. That's so funny to me that
You were a mechanic?
I was, and that
He
was,
was.
that was the longest fucking shoot in the whole world.
He was a mechanic. He was changing the oil, and I made everybody in the office watch it because they were like,
And they have no clue who that guy is.
here he is, here's my friend. Quit talking. Here's my friend.
There's Ernesto.
And he did that. Ernesto has this walk, and he did that walk in the commercial. Like he's going to change his oil. I thought that was so cute.
Well, thank you.
My
very
other
much.
half, Mike, was in a commercial once for Peter Piper, and it's so funny because, you know, obviously him being the big homosexual that he is,
Yeah.
plays a straight father with 2 kids and a wife, and it's
yes.
like, oh.
You know
and
what?
I'm the other one.
You know what's so funny? I was going through, I don't know what it was, like looking at castings online, and I found his picture.
You did?
His headshot. And now I'm going to have to, because there was his credits are under it, but I didn't look. Now I'm going to have to look.
You
Peter
should
Piper Pizza.
Introduce who his boyfriend, what do you call him? Your partner?
I call him a lot of things.
Main squeeze.
Main squeeze.
I
I'm
do
going
call him
steady
other
with
half,
him.
Your other half.
partner, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you have each other's
Husband.
varsity
He
jackets?
is the what's his last
What?
name? It's Mike. And what's his last
His
name?
name's Mike Fernelli.
And he owns
BS West in Scottsdale.
That's our favorite.
Yes.
Our fave.
Yes.
I love it.
I don't know about BS West because I always feel like I have to suck in my gut when I'm there because everybody's so cute and pretty. That's where the pretty gays go, I think.
Really?
That's to
I
me.
didn't even. I think
See, I
all
don't
gays are.
even
I think
care.
all gays are pretty.
You do?
Yeah.
Inside and out.
Even at the bunkhouse? No, that's
Yeah,
a joke.
they're-
It's a joke. These are
They're pretty. That place is popular, so they.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the beautiful thing about bears is they fucking think they are beautiful.
That's true.
So God bless.
I love bears.
Yeah,
I
me
love
too.
bears too. I love
Me
them.
too. Me too. Gene, how's your week?
It was a great week. I love the Bears. Please know I was just joking. I don't want letters from
Scared
the
shit
Bears.
out of me.
I'm offended.
Yeah, I know. No, it was an awesome week. You know, I've been working a lot, and then we had great shows at Jackson's. The shows are a little bit longer. It's like almost 2 hours, so you have to fill in jokes. And I'm running out of jokes. So I have to keep coming up with new jokes. Keep that. It's like a ball you throw in the air, and you got to keep it going. You know, and so
that's fun. That's fun.
it is fun. It is. It keeps you on your toes. It was a lot of fun. And then Thursday, like 2 minutes before we go on stage, the producer said, "Hey, this comedian works clean, so you got to change your set." And so you're like moving your set in your head and getting rid of these words, and then it's fun. So it's a great headliner. He's gonna be on Jimmy Fallon next week, so it'll be a great thing.
Who's that? Who's the headline?
Nate Bargatze.
Oh,
But I
very
don't know how to say his name correctly, so when I bring him up, I go, "You guys, make some noise for Nate Bargatze." Yeah, let me hear you. Because I can't say the name. That's my trick. And I've been getting away with that for a long time, for about the last 18 months. And then Brian Bradley maybe 2 weeks ago, he's like, "Gene, listen to me.
Better get that name right.
Everybody loves you."
That's
And he's
an
on
easy
stage.
name.
On stage, he's like, "Gene, everybody loves you, but you have to be able to pronounce the last names if you're going to be the host." He called me out. So,
Yeah.
Nate, how was your week?
Oh man, crazy week. Tuesday, I went to the store, got some bread, Sara Lee, some Welch's grape, and some natural Jiffy. No need to stir. And on Wednesday, I kind of brought them all together, made some actual sandwiches, ate them. Fantastic.
Do you eat your sandwiches at work?
I do.
Mm-hmm. Do you eat? I like to eat sandwiches at breakfast.
Oh, well, my lunch is basically at breakfast. It's at 10 o'clock.
Oh, really?
I
What
get-
time do you go to work?
Fucking ass early, 5:30.
Me too.
Boo.
Sucks. Yeah. I get out at 2, but I'd much rather work
I
later.
love that you booed him with fucking gay face.
It deserves
He
a
had
boo.
gay face. Boo.
Glad you booed that. It's fucking bullshit.
I can fucking getting home
You know,
at 5 in the
Yeah, you
morning.
are.
that's I get up at 5:30.
I
and
stumble
I go to
in
work.
with one fucking heel on.
I look like an old Chinese lady in the morning. It's not a pretty sight. Mm-mm.
Okay.
And-
Okay.
Don't do the ching
And what about
chongs.
now?
Oh. Who came to my house one day and I had ice still in my sink? Who came to my house?
Yeah. I was like, who are you, Joan Crawford?
Yeah, because my face is swollen, so I put ice in the sink and then I put alcohol in there and the ice to bring the swelling down.
Gene, does
Alcohol
that really
doesn't-
work?
Why was your face swollen?
Because his man
'Cause I'm
fucked
a-
him up. 'Cause his man beat him down.
Bitch, I'm on the wrong side of 30. It's gonna happen to you too.
Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake.
When you, Bryce, when you work all day, right? And then you go and you do a show, sometimes 2 shows in the night, and then you don't go home and go to sleep because you have to wind down. So maybe you're in bed by 1 o'clock, and then you have to get up at 5. So you're puffy. Your face is puffy. So you got to put ice to bring it back down.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like you blink though. You like. You're winding down from the show. You fall asleep. You blink, and you have to get up.
Yeah,
and
you have to start
again.
this shit up
Oh,
all over
shit.
again. You're like, really? I'm not fucking dead yet? Really? Either I'm not famous or dead. It's bullshit.
Do you ever engage in the cucumber strategy?
Which
Hey,
cucumber strategy?
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. On the eyes, sliced up on the eyes.
Do you like vegetables?
Where?
Yeah, I'm fat, so if I will eat them. I will eat them. That's a dip.
I like
nutritious.
salads.
I dodge salads. That's what I do.
I like tossing them.
I know that was coming.
Oh,
And I like it being tossed.
you do?
Hey now.
Do you
prefer
like
syrup.
giving or receiving it?
Both.
Really? I don't like somebody doing it to me, but I
Really?
like doing it.
Why? I want to know why.
Because I'm a control freak. I'm a control freak, and I don't know how to relax enough to let that just happen. You know what I mean? And the whole time I'm like, shit, you're down there by my asshole. You're down there by my asshole. It just freaks me out that somebody
granted.
Me out too.
You better have.
bet it would.
You would have had to have showered first before.
Of course.
Sometimes-
We do all. That's the assumption, that we, as gay men, we go to the bathroom, we take showers. This shit is, to have sex. It's
like a preparation.
It is a preparation.
You must shower
Right.
before.
Sometimes you got to ride dirty.
Oh!
I don't think that's a straight thing or gay thing though. Don't you just?
No.
You should maintenance yourself if you can, but sometimes.
That's because you're straight, bitch, and that's why you're single. No, when you're in a
Excuse me.
relationship.
Because all you have to worry about is your outie. We have to worry about our innies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do.
Speak the truth. Take us to church.
That's not
girls
necessarily
have
true
to be.
Tell the
because some
truth,
straight
shame the
boys
devil.
are in some of that any stuff.
Oh yeah, it's true.
And I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying
Yeah.
you could have
Nate-
played that field.
Nate,
Nothing goes inside me.
can you imagine if some girl did that and sticks her finger up Nate and he goes from deep voice to woo?
That's what I love about this show. It's just dudes talking.
This is
Guys
dude talk.
around a
This is
table
guy talk.
talking.
Just
Guy
bro
talk.
talk.
Bro talk.
Bro talk.
Just kicking.
Yeah,
back.
you know how we read each other. Bros do it too. They call it. What do they
Yeah.
call it?
Talking to shit.
The
Or
brology.
When they just bro each other or whatever.
Yeah, hey bro, stop. Yeah, fuck you, bro, man. Well, hey, did you see where? Hey, dude, did you see when that one guy caught that pass? Oh man, dude, no man,
I love
suck my dick.
Oh,
No, sorry.
I was straight.
he was in the
voiced
moment.
Ernesto.
It always goes that far.
Sorry.
Does it make me gay if
Does it
you
make-
suck my dick? No.
It's a handshake. Did you guys see that one handshake?
No.
On Facebook, they're showing the guys are doing the handshake, and part of it, they're like, "Hey man, remember that one handshake our friend showed us? Oh, let's do it again.
Oh.
It's so great." And they're doing the handshake and has all these moves, and all of a sudden he gets on his knees.
Oh no.
Yeah, man, that's a cool. Wait a minute.
Straight people's dicks. First, their husband size is too small, and second, they stink. They don't smell good. I'm sorry.
You're
I'm sorry.
wrong.
That is not true. Well, I don't know. I've never
Prove
been
it,
with a
Nate.
straight
Nate,
guy.
prove it. Prove it right now. Bryce, tell him.
Tell him what?
I think way
Anyways.
too many things you make gay or straight assumptions. Like any dick, gay or straight, could smell fabulous or could reek.
And,
Yeah.
and you know this how, Nate?
Because I'm a straight guy, I
Nate,
take care
I am
of
a
my
dick
own.
expert. I probably
You're not a
seen and
straight
sucked
guy.
more dicks
You're not
than
a
I
you.
straight
have
dick
to
expert.
disagree with him because or with you, just because I think that
How
some
many
guys
dicks have
do.
you sucked? How many dicks have you sucked? Let's put it on the line. Let's right up on the board, Ernesto.
They've
How many-
all been gay, first of all.
Right. You don't
But
know
when it
anything about
comes to like when you look at a guy, you can tell if they take care of themselves or not.
Sometimes they trick you.
Ooh, one guy did trick me one time. Oh, I was
And
scary.
look at his, okay, let me give you an example. Look at his arms.
Mm-hmm.
Do you shave your arms?
I do not.
Okay, my point is he's got fine hair, which means I'm sure he's got fine hair down there, which means he's probably well taken care of.
You've thought about this a lot. What's
Wow.
going on? What's your thought, Ernesto?
Wow.
Somebody tricked you? Somebody tricked
He
you?
did trick me. He was beautiful. What? Did something ring? Oh, it was beautiful. Who was at the door?
It's my Avon.
So you got duped in some
Yeah, he
dirtiness.
was. Yeah, so he we're gonna do the do, and we're
He said we're gonna do the do.
Yeah,
Did he work for Mountain
No,
Dew?
no, no,
bitch?
no. I said we're gonna do the do, but
Let's just
do
do it.
but
the
he-
dude.
yeah, he was on the the bed was in between us, and I was hopping on the bed.
Just him. I'm ready.
Did you put your ass up in the air like you were presenting, bitch?
Ass up in the
To that
air,
cruise style.
ass up in the air. But he pulled down his pants and it was I don't know, it was
An
a ways
anteater.
away. Where was, it
Stench.
was an anteater, but the of course it was. Come on now. But if you can smell it through the clothes,
Was he gay or straight?
he was gay. Oh, he's gay. I see him all the time.
You know what that means? He just got done fucking somebody.
That means your whole theory is wrong.
No, that
It means he needs a wash.
That is true
He
because
needs
I
a
have been around
washcloth.
some gay guys that if you can smell body odor on them with clothes,
Oof.
All right,
you know
let's change-
it gets hot in there.
I'm changing the subject because that's nasty. We
Thank
have a
you.
lady in the green room, Marianne Marttini. Let's change it. You know what? Let's talk about this. Isn't it sad? I'm going to transition. Isn't it sad that Paris Jackson tried to kill herself this week? Because she's so beautiful. Don't you think she's so... Have you seen her pictures of her recently?
I have
She's not even
actually.
18,
You know what's
so-
funny? You bring that up because my mom asked me. She sent me a text message because I'm a hairstylist, and she's trying to think of something different to do. So she sends me this picture, and I didn't know who it was. And she's like, "What do you think of this haircut?" I'm like, "Oh, it's not a favorite, but we can work around it. I will work with it, but not give you that haircut."
Work it out.
So she says, "Do you know who that is?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "It's Jackson." Paris Jackson. I said, "Who's that?"
Oh, come on.
I didn't even know who she was.
Does she have to be on Disney for you to know who she is? Isn't
No,
that the joke?
No.
It's not like she does anything. She just is the daughter of a famous person.
She
doesn't. She doesn't act.
She doesn't
She doesn't
She's
technically have to do anything though,
She-
because she's set for life.
She is set for life.
She is set for life.
She is
And
set
she's
for life.
young. She's not even 18, is she? So
Yeah, and she
just let her
she
be.
tried to commit suicide. She only took 20 pills. Come on now.
Only 20.
That's messed up.
Ernesto's theory, and I heard this, was go big or go home.
Go big or go home, girl.
If you're gonna do it, do it right. But they're fighting over money. It's Latoya and Janet Jackson. They're all fighting over money. They've divided.
Gene, who told you this?
Bubbles the chimp. He told me about all the monkey business that's going on at the. Let me just tell you this.
Shout
I
out
could
to
do that
Bubbles.
better than that thing.
Okay.
I can do better than that.
Did you hear that echo?
Is that a monkey?
Yeah, it's like a little
Yeah.
spider monkey.
That sounds like an African
Wait, do
talking.
that again.
That's African talk.
I'm not gonna
That
lie.
sounded
If
like
I heard
real.
that, if I heard that in the middle of the night with the lights off in
Yeah.
the same bed, bitch, I would have started smacking things.
You know what it
hitting
sounded like?
things.
That little monkey on Monkey Shines. Remember that movie, Monkey Shines?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like one of the worst movies, but it
Outbreak.
was awesome
I
at the
know, it's
same
fucking
time.
great.
I need to
Outbreak.
look that up because I need to see that.
No, Monkey
again.
Shine. The monkey would try and like be a serial killer.
Yeah.
That's from the 80s.
Girl, I have a cat.
You
I
know,
believe
old
it.
school.
Isn't it crazy that people buy monkeys as pets?
I think that's
That
cute.
Bieber- did
If
you
I
hear
could
about
afford a
Bieber?
monkey, I would.
You would.
I would
I think
not.
they're so cute.
You know, I have an old coworker said that her ex-husband, before they got married, would babysit monkeys. And
What?
no, yeah, in this big house in Scottsdale. And the guys in there went on. It was a couple. It was a gay couple. And they went on a vacation, but they said, we have these monkeys, but we're not supposed to have them here. They're not legal in the United States.
Right.
So they had this cage, and but they had to build trust because they were wild monkeys. So they trusted the husband, but the husband said, or the boyfriend at the time said,
Is this white people?
Yeah, well,
course.
one was Latino, one was white.
Crazy ass-
The one was Latino, one was white.
This is white people shit all day.
Gee, why
God.
does it always have to be so racist?
Because that is white people shit.
I can't, let
Okay,
me
let
finish
go,
my
okay.
fucking story,
Okay,
please.
yes, yes.
Jesus Christ.
You know how I feel.
He said, he tells her, don't go in there because the monkeys don't trust you. Don't go in there, right? So she was curious. And she says, there was these little monkeys. I mean, little monkeys. They were like tiny. You can put them in your hand.
Did they rip her face off?
Well, it's close. It's close. So she goes in there thinking, no, they can't. They're harmless. They all fucking attack her. It's 3 monkeys. They go crazy on her. Yeah, and she said they were pulling her hair, beating the shit out of her. Yep. She said by the time she came out, and they bit her and all kinds of stuff, right? So by the time she came out, she had chunks of hair out of her hand.
Oh my
And the boyfriend's like, what the hell? I told you not to go there. Well, that passed. By like a couple of days later, she's like, oh God, something's wrong with my leg. Something's wrong. And there was like this
She
big
didn't
rash.
get looked at?
So finally she went to the doctor because it was like this big red mark on her leg, right? And she thought it was a rash or some crazy disease from the monkey.
Scabies.
No, what happened was the monkey hit her so hard in the calf that it ripped off a piece of the muscle.
Chingao.
You little monkeys.
Chingao.
I don't trust monkeys. That's the moral of that story.
That is the moral. Don't go in the monkey room. Do not go in the monkey room.
Did you?
No.
I saw it on Facebook this past week while I was at the salon. I was on my lunch break, and it actually kind of ruined my lunch for me because I saw somebody post a video from somewhere back east where they had a pet lion. And the lion had actually attacked the owner, and what if your friend was getting attacked by a lion? Would you sit there and just keep videotaping?
It would depend on the friend.
Well, my situation, the reason why I bring this up is they just literally, the guy just watched his friend get eaten, and this guy screaming for his life, and then someone finally shows up as this person's dead and shoots the lion.
We need to Google that right
But
now.
I literally was like, I'm sitting here eating like Chipotle, and I'm like, I'm not hungry.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if it was me and Ophelia, if Ophelia was holding that camera, she would let that lion eat me before because she'd be like, "Bitch, I can't be bothered with this. I can't be." Do you think we could pay a bill before we go?
Oh
in?
yeah.
Pay a
Let's do
bill.
it.
Hey, Nate, pay a bill.
Let's do it. Working It Out with Ernesto and Gene is sponsored by Ernesto and Gene.
Yay! This is our
Yay.
first week of us sponsoring ourselves. Bitches are doing it themselves, sister.
You can see them live on stage Sunday, June 23rd at Gay Night at the Comedy Spot.
Live.
Headlining will be Kristen Key from Last Comic Standing.
Woo! And
That's nice of you guys to sponsor
It is.
our show.
It is. And as everybody knows, Marianne Marttini, our guest today, is going to be on that show too on June
Ooh, very exciting,
23rd,
very
Sunday. This show sells out fast, so get your tickets now. We encourage you to get your tickets. Bitches, it's hot, and they get mean out in Scottsdale when they're in line and there's no tickets.
Oh my God! Especially when it's hot. The last time it was it raining?
It was raining.
you made them all stand outside, Gene.
Well, I just do what I'm told.
Is it raining men?
It was, and those
It was
bitches were
not
not
raining
having
men.
it. They were not having it because every gay thinks they're a superstar. And then here's the thing what I love about that show, anyways, is that it was sold out. Ernesto comes in a minute before the show starts and goes right on stage from his car.
I park my car. I'm like, oh fuck! And they're like, I run inside, and I don't know who was it. You that hosted?
I didn't host that first show. No, I think Kenny did. Or something.
Okay. All of a sudden it was Ernesto Ortiz. Hey, I gotta go on.
I know.
I like those shows where I run right in and do it.
When you have to wait in the back and you're last, it takes forever. You know what I mean?
It just eats you. Oh,
When we went to your guys' fundraiser, where was at the Rock.
Yes.
That was a good time, by the way.
Well,
Thank you.
you left.
We had
just
to leave.
in time.
We had to leave, but
And you left just
I was
in time.
tipsy. I was tipsy.
Oh, okay.
So when you get to that point and you're like, okay, it's probably best I go.
Yeah.
So my point is I didn't realize that you guys were just so chill behind. Like when we went to say goodbye to you guys were all just sitting there like, oh,
in the back.
cracking jokes.
Yeah.
I'd see
you
more fun
left-
behind stage than it does on
you
stage.
left before Gene started freaking out.
I bombed that night. Like I
Oh,
haven't
that was
bombed.
that night.
That was that night. I have not bombed like that. And it was Eric says I didn't bomb. Did I bomb, Eric?
I don't think you bombed anyone.
I feel like
It was not a bomb. That
You
there
just-
were a
maybe you
couple.
didn't kill.
He did.
It was
he
a
did
little
very.
firecracker.
He did very well. He tried some new jokes. No, he tried a couple new jokes,
yeah.
and they missed, and he freaked out.
Yeah.
No.
Which is the classic.
So it was like.
by freaked out though?
When you don't laugh at me because I'm a people pleaser, and you're like, what do you mean you don't like me? What do you mean? And you're just giving me gay face, and you're just looking at me funny. I get crazy
Gay face.
like this.
What's a gay face?
What's this bitch doing here? Can I get a cocktail?
That's very Botoxy, that
That
face.
sounded very pornish.
You look like Amanda Lepore.
That's funny. Anyway, but it's great that we're sponsoring ourselves. So I think I'm very happy about that. Aren't you, Ernesto?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
I feel very entrepreneurish. So.
You should.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I can't read your handwriting. Gene wrote the line up here for me.
Was it you or Nate or me?
Hey,
letters?
we have a letter.
Oh, we do have a letter.
Wait, hold on.
A letter?
Yeah. What was your
Sound
information?
advice.
Oh, hold on.
To the left. That is not it.
That's not it.
No.
No.
Middle one in between.
Oh Lord.
Please, it has to be right, bitch.
Okay. And you're doing the intro?
Yes.
Okay.
Same thing we are.
3, 2. Oh no, you are not.
When you're in crisis, you need advices. Here now, Sound Advice with Gene Moore.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for all your letters that you get. We get so many letters. And our commitment to you is to help you. This is about education. We're here to help you. Ernesto, are we not servicing our community by helping them?
I service a lot of people.
You do. You're very giving. Very
One
giving.
service at a time.
No.
I'm a giver.
He is. I choose to help mine by letters. He does oral. We all do our part.
Potato,
We're
potato.
children of the Lord. So every week you write us a letter, and we will pick out a letter, and we will not read where it's from. Will you read that letter, but not who it came from, just the letter itself?
Yeah.
I got you.
And we're going to help this person because this is somebody that's in trouble.
See, they need our help.
They need our
They
help.
need our help.
They need our help.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Dear Jane Moore, one of my lifelong friends recently came out to me. I must admit, it came as a bit of a surprise, but I accept him as he is. Since then, I've started attending events within the LGBT community with him, as his friendship means a lot to me. Since he's come out, we seem to be closer than ever, as I think he's able to share more with me. Recently, I caught myself thinking about our relationship in new ways. I know I still like women, but I also catch myself wondering, what would his chest feel like sliding beneath my fingers?
Oh, dear.
What would it be like to feel his lips against mine? For the first time in my life, I'm confused. Gene Moore, I think I want to act on these feelings. Is this all a mistake? If not, how do I go about it? I've never made a pass at a man before. Please, I need your help. Sincerely curious and confused.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't. Forrest Gump is about to come out of the closet.
Jenny, I
all
love you,
about
Jenny.
that.
I love you. I love you so much, Jenny.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Lieutenant Dan, you have legs. You wrote to the right person. I was going to say wrong. I was
You
on the
wrote to a wrong
fence.
person.
Oh, wow.
Because this could go
We're
either
so
way.
involved with this accent right now. I love how it keeps coming and going, coming and going.
Story of his life.
Because as everybody knows, I have very strong, clear, correct feelings about straight and gay dick. I'm just telling you
Oh, Lord.
that
If you've contemplated it,
Yes.
chances are. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think if you have thoughts of that, test the waters. See if you like it or not.
would you say that if you were with a woman? Would you go all the way and
I've
have
been
sex
with a woman.
Bryce?
Oh, Bryce.
Were you on the bottom?
You should
She
have stayed
fucked you?
pure.
She fucked you? Is that what happened, Bryce?
No, I've been with a woman. I had a girlfriend for 3 years.
You were trying to make a baby? Bitch, you can't carry
I
a
almost
baby in
got her
the
pregnant.
ass.
I almost got her pregnant.
Whoa.
Bryce.
You
And
can't
I'm-
carry a baby in the ass? Can you imagine if you... Because, some guys have flat asses. People would be...
That'd be me.
Be getting pregnant just to have a booty.
That would be me. I would be getting it. I'm an ass hater. But anyways, in this letter, this person. Here's what I say. I say, whew. First, I need a little bit more information because no, here's what I say. In life, you have to go with what you feel right. So, you know what I mean? So if it feels right, you have to speak to this person clearly in somewhere, do it in romantic, light some candles, bring in a pizza, because that always puts me in the mood, and tell your friend, over pizza what you're feeling.
Donuts put Mike in the mood, so.
I see what I'm saying. I used to know a guy that got turned in the mood with bologna. We'd have to put bologna on it, but that's another show. But I would say to you, go for it. If this is something that you feel, then you should go for it. However, you need to be a man, because even though we're men, we're gay, we're always men, and you have to be able to know that he may not reciprocate this, and you have to be understanding of that, because this isn't about...
That's a good point.
This is about a lot. This is a lot. It's very complex. You know
Just
what I mean?
because he's gay, he may not be gay for you.
Right. He may just want a blowjob, and that'll be the end of it. But here's what as a gay man, here's why I'm a little bit hesitant, because as a gay man, when you have sex with somebody that's straight, sometimes you adopt that straight, and then they come with baggage, and then they go through that whole thing. Am I gay?
Well,
Am I
the other
gay?
thing is, too,
it's
most
fucking
people don't want to
annoying.
be involved with someone that's in the outskirts of possibly coming out either, because, like I said, they come with baggage.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there, the
So-
person to have to carry that person through their coming out.
And then sometimes you just need a fuck buddy, and maybe that's what this is about. So,
Holla.
but I would say I would encourage you to watch Brokeback Mountain. It would be a movie we referenced earlier that could help you through. You could go fishing a lot. That's
Or
it.
horseback riding,
Horseback riding. That's
camping.
I wonder if it's just him. I always wonder, like, when guys have a relationship with a guy and then later on they're with girls, and then they live their life straight.
I
Is it
have
just
a
that?
couple
Is it
friends
just,
that are like that.
is it just that one time? Was it just that special connection with that one guy?
It could be.
So maybe you should watch some porn, and if your dick hits hard with some porn, go for it.
I wouldn't say that, though, because I watch straight porn.
Oh.
I think straight porn's hot.
I do too.
That does. I mean, I don't know if it has to do with because
I
I've
don't
been
like-
with girls, but like,
Bryce, that noise they make.
I'm not necessarily
Oh,
saying. Okay, let me give you an
That's the
example. I think straight guys in
gross.
straight porn are a lot more hotter than the gay guys that are out doing gay porn.
Yeah, I think so too.
Interesting.
I don't think we're watching the
But
same
I
porn.
do. I mean, well, I do like my gay porn. Don't get me wrong. However, there's something about a straight guy that I get turned on when they're in that.
I worry.
essence.
I worry about our community when I see straight gay for pay, because then it sends a wrong message to the young
Oh, come
gays.
on. We've seen those videos. We've seen those videos. I know half the people that are in those videos. They're not
It's a
straight.
goddamn comedy show, Bryce. We
They're
tell
not straight.
jokes.
Straight gay for pay.
Anyways,
Sends a wrong message. You should be who you are, not for money, but because you are who you are. You gotta love yourself.
you better love yourself. RuPaul tells us every week. So, anyways, that's my advice. Let's wrap it up. Is if you're gonna do it, but have the communication there and be willing and ready to receive that message, even if it's a negative and it's a no. It doesn't have anything to do with you. It has to do with that other person not accepting that. Maybe.
Lube.
Lube.
That's that thing. Lube. Bring
Hey,
lots
some
of
sound
lube.
advice.
Take a good shower and clean the shit out of your asshole because he might eat the shit out of it that night.
Gene,
Wow.
I'm just saying, be ready.
why
Don't
did
be
the
like
show
me.
go there?
You almost had a clean
Gee,
advice
yeah.
I did.
segment. Almost.
My gosh.
All right, that's the end of my
Doing
segment.
clean comedy, it was all pent up.
It was all pent up, but that's the end of my segment.
Well,
Transition me out.
That was sound advice with Gene Moore.
Sounding advice.
Thank you.
Oh.
I helped so many people. I feel
You
so
are.
good about it.
Oh, yay.
You're like a gay Buddha.
So I need help from you, Gene Moore,
Yes.
since you're talking,
Yes.
for this next intro.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I forget what button it is.
Is it Nate's or yours?
That's yours. I mean, Nate's.
You know, from over
it
here,
was
it
that
looks
fir-
like it says nuts.
It was that first one.
Okay.
Yep,
Ready?
go.
Probably does.
When you don't have enough drama in your life, we hit that music one more time. When you need comedy, when life is boring, when you need romance, when you need to see movies, you don't need to go and see them. Instead, you listen to this show and listen to movies that I have not seen. A film review by Straight Nate.
Thank you, Gene. That was good.
That was such a build up and then straight Nate. Oh.
You talk with your husband, Dick. Please tell us, enlighten us.
Ain't got no husband dick.
Let's see it.
Do you have a ring on it?
No.
Oh.
I'm not
don't.
talking about a cock ring. I'm talking about a ring on his finger.
Oh, I thought you meant like cock
Put your
ring.
hands up.
No.
Yeah.
What movies did you not see this week, Nate?
I'll tell you what movies I didn't see. First on this one, there's a movie coming out in like a week or two called Syrup. I don't know why it's called Syrup because I haven't seen it, but I'll give you that little synopsis I read. Fresh out of high school with a marketing degree, Scat, a young go-getter, desperate to show the world he's got what it takes to make it, he must prove to his new boss, who happens to be an attractive blonde around his age. So you know that's going to be a romance. But he has to prove her he's got this great idea, and he does. He proves it to her, and he goes on this huge success road, and he's rich and famous and everything. And that's basically what I read from it. And I can tell you right now, without having seen
funny.
a goddamn second of it, this is how the movie ends, right here.
Okay.
So he gets all famous and everything, and it's just one of those things where, you know, he's getting in his head and he's being an asshole. He's totally changed who he is.
Right.
And then he's about to go to this biggest meeting of his life, right? This is the
biggest
big
meeting.
multi-million
The
dollar
Jerry
contract
Maguire
meeting.
meeting.
This is what it's all building up to. And
Show
that's-
me the money.
that's right. That's what we're talking
He's
about.
fitting ready to.
Big time. But as he's about to get this presentation, he realizes everything that he's been looking for has been right under his nose the whole time. It's been his new boss, who's, by the way, her name is Six. Throwback to Blossom.
Oh, her name was
Don't know what about you, John.
What the hell was that?
What the hell? the theme song.
Ernesto has
That was not
Tourette's.
the theme
It just
song.
happened this
Hey,
week.
yes, it did. The Sing Blossoms theme song.
It's Blossom.
That is not the theme song.
Neither was yours.
Okay, move on.
Move on.
Okay.
Movies I
I'll
haven't
find
seen.
a-
Okay, so
Review of-
he's in the meeting, and I have no idea if this really happens to me, but I'm pretty sure it does. So he's about to, and he's like, "Oh my God, Six is what I really need.
Right.
I gotta go run back to her because I forgot who I was." So he's about to leave the meeting. He's like, "I gotta get out of here." And then the big boss, he's like, "You leave, you're never coming back.
Right.
You better decide what's important right now." And
Conflict.
then Scat's like, "I already have been thinking about what's important." So he just runs out of there and he runs to the airport because that's where Six is going. She's about to leave this whole bullshit industry for good.
Right.
But he catches
outta
her at the
here.
airport. And he's like, "Six, wait, Six." And she turns around. She's like, "Scat? What are you doing here? What about the big meeting?" "I don't care about that, Six. I care about you."
Take us to
Mwah,
church.
mwah, mwah. Scene. End of movie. Bullshit.
You know what I love about that movie is the man's name is Scat.
It is.
I kind of laughed at
Scat
that. The
Six.
movie's called Syrup, and the
And
guy's
his
name
name
is
is
Scat.
Scat.
These
Who
are true
stars in
facts.
this? Who stars in
I
it?
don't know. It's just some.
Doesn't
Actually,
matter.
no. I'll tell you. His name was something Fernandez.
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 Last name, and then some white bitch is in it too.
That's one of us. Fernandez.
That's one of us.
That's one of us.
Well,
So-
we love that movie. That's a Mexican. That's a goddamn Oscar winner
Yeah.
right there. You're wrong. That's a movie.
It's an indie.
It's a bullshit
It's an indie.
summer rom com
It's an
that will
indie.
make me puke.
Well, you know what? They only let one Mexican man be famous at a time.
Yeah, one at a time.
So it was like Desi Arnaz for the longest time, and then it was like Ricardo, like the guy from Fantasy Island,
None of those people are Mexican, mind you.
Eric Estrada, George Lopez, and now Ernesto is going to move into that lineup.
But famous.
Yeah, they're gonna. They only let one Mexican at a
Yeah.
time.
That's obviously not true, but let's continue on.
Name me
Next-
10 Mexican stars that
I
were.
only need to name two:
Salma Hayek.
George Lopez.
I'm talking about men. We're talking about men. Say the first
So
name.
now you're
George
being
Lopez.
sexist.
George Lopez. He's famous now. Who else is famous right now?
Antonio
Enrique-
Banderas.
He's not Mexican. He's Spanish.
No, he's not even famous.
He's famous in Europe.
Is he?
Ricky Martin.
He's Puerto Rican.
And he's gay.
Whatever. I'll get back to you. Next movie.
Guillermo,
This has actually been
Guillermo
out for a
del
while.
Toro.
Say his name.
Guillermo del Toro.
If
Benicio del Toro?
yeah, Benicio. Is it?
Guillermo, the director and writer.
See, if you don't know who he is, he's not
Yeah,
famous.
yeah.
To be
That's-
famous,
you have to-
motherfucker,
we have to know
everybody
it.
has to know who you fucking are. You're not famous.
You
so.
have to be Michael
he
Jackson.
is leading the Mexican film industry into mainstream
well,
American
until
culture.
I know who you are, you're
Yeah,
not
right now,
famous.
though, doesn't he?
It's not like
What is
he's
it?
Guillermo
Look,
Robles.
look how-
I know
look how-
Guillermo
look how-
Robles.
look
He
how-
did Pan's
you had-
Pan's
I
Labyrinth.
love him.
I love that one. Yeah.
That's our favorite.
Look how Eric.
But I'm
look
talking
how
about-
Eric gets really mad.
I know. Ophelia
Don't
gave him
fuck
a
up his
microphone.
movies.
I know. But I know Guillermo Robles. He's famous here in
Yeah,
Phoenix.
and why do you not say his name right?
Because I was like, Guillermo Robles! I said the name wrong. Anyways.
He looks like a German white man. A German white man, and he's Mexican.
Can we
That's why he
focus
did
back
it.
onto, what's your name? Nate.
Well, first of all, the next movie is called Go Fuck Yourself, Gene.
Oh.
It's a
I like that
fascinating story about one straight man's mission to be recognized by his peers. And he goes in the studio, and motherfuckers don't even recognize his name.
Oh, it sounds like you. This sounds like the movie of Nate. This sounds like an after-school special.
That sounds like a movie I won't watch.
Must go straight
That's
to
not a
video.
real movie. actually.
What's the
Pop
other-
up video.
Yeah, it's a straight to video.
Just a couple quick ones. These are what I call poopy plots. That these movies could actually be good, but the plots are so stupid and summary. First one is The Purge.
That looks really good.
It kind of does, even though the plot is so retarded because it's in America wrecked by crime and overcrowded prisons. The government has sanctioned annual 12-hour period where you can do whatever the fuck you want. There's no police, there's no hospitals. The citizens run wild for 12 hours once a year.
Killing each other.
So that would really happen, right? But what makes it good is Mr. Ethan Hawke, because he's in it, and he's a mysterious guy with a troubled past. Don't make that noise with my
He's
boy
hot.
Ethan.
What are you talking about?
he was
What's wrong?
hot.
Did you see Training Day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's hot.
Did you see Gattaca?
I believe
No
they
one-
owe me 2 hours of my life, them bitches. That's what I feel like, Attica.
Well,
God.
I thought that movie was nice.
Okay, what's your other one?
Rapture Palooza.
Oh,
know if
that
you guys-
sounds bad.
I'm intrigued by the title, bitch. That's a good name.
Yeah.
There's
people,
a drink I got at the other last weekend called the Rapture.
How was it?
It was really good.
I see.
Get it at Bliss Bar.
I'll have to check that out sometime. So Rapture.
Well, that's not a sponsor for us. Our sponsor is Ernesto and Gene. Continue on.
So this one basically people are raptured up to heaven, except for this white couple in Seattle. That doesn't make any sense, but that's what happens.
This
And
white,
it's-
yeah, because they would definitely go.
Mhm, they're
So it's the
Christian.
apocalypse, and the Antichrist, who is played by my boy Craig Robinson, wants to come down and hook up with the white chick, and stupid shit ensues. Why is up with all these apocalypse movies? I feel like there's just all
You know
going
what?
down.
And now that you mention that, I've kind of noticed it. I don't know if it's like a generation thing. I can't believe I'm saying that now. But like I feel like the younger youth are all into like these zombie
Yeah.
like
The zombies.
Dawn of Dead type things. Like there's actually I don't want to say a cult, but it's like a clan of like people. It's this big huge group that's going on right now where people are actually preparing for
Oh yeah, they're crazy.
like the crazy shit.
You know, my niece and nephew, they're little, like 10 and 5. Oh, they're all about zombies.
People
They love it. They fucking love it.
I like The Walking Dead, but other than that, I don't get too much into
I
it.
don't get zombies. They look like they would stink.
Yeah. But I mean, I think this is secondary. It's kind of bad timing because I want to see that movie. This is the end with like James Franco and all those funny people.
That looks good.
So I don't
too.
think anyone's gonna go see this. But if you see one apocalypse comedy, you probably should see This Is the End.
It
But
looks
if you see
good.
two, see Rapture Palooza.
See, there it is.
Wow.
Yeah, what did we call this section? Wasn't it straight from Nate?
Straighten it out. I'm
Straighten
glad you
it
pay
out.
attention to me and what I do on the show. It makes me feel
Did
like
you say
I'm making a
tension?
difference.
No more tension.
No more attention. We love him.
Hey.
All right.
Our guest? Let's do our guest.
We
Should
are
we?
Probably should
Yes,
get
yes,
to
yeah,
okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's give it up for Straighten It Out with Nate and movies I haven't seen.
Oh, thanks for remembering
All
my
right.
name.
Aww.
Marianne, she's
It
in
is
our
time.
green room.
I found the Blossom theme song.
Oh,
What is
please.
it?
Can
Play it as
probably-
we play it.
Are we allowed to
that's
play
We
it?
probably can't.
5 seconds of it. All right.
I don't think you are.
That's anybody's guess.
All right, God, we got to pay.
all depressed.
Anymore, we're gonna get
How would you
sued. They'll
ever
shut us down,
How
bitch.
would you ever
They'll shut us
I know that
down.
song.
That's white people shit. We don't fuck with white people shit.
Whoa.
Again,
Whoa. All right, Marion. All right, you guys. Now, who's gonna bring her in? You bring her in.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the transgender with the tender heart. Here comes Mary Ann Marttini.
Yay! Hello.
Oh, hello.
Mary.
Look at you.
You look
You
beautiful.
look beautiful. Glamorous.
you.
Look at the glamorous. Oh, my
Welcome.
God.
Yes, you can talk.
I have to share a microphone with you.
Look at that. Oh, my gosh.
Thank you.
What? Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that's spilling
we
stuff.
almost just shut ourselves down again.
It's all right, Joe. We have lids.
That's why I
Nothing
can't have
actually
nice
spilled.
things.
Well, Mary Ann, thank you very much for stopping by the
Thank
show.
you.
We are very honored to have you. I'm very excited that you're here.
Well, so am I. So thank you, especially watching you from the green room.
Oh.
That's nice.
Was it Nate? What do you think of Nate's voice? What do you think of that?
Nate has a great voice.
Yes.
Thank you.
If I had his voice, I'd get it changed.
Well, you do, and you did. You do,
Nice.
and you did. But I will tell you this, Marianne, it's been a pleasure. I seen you perform. I think one of the few times here in Phoenix where you did it first, correct? And I seen you move and blossom, and man, you are just a performer. And you've seen your ads in Iron magazine. You're everywhere.
Yeah,
You're
you know, let's back up a little. Mary Ann is actually performing with Gene and myself and some other local LGBT comedians in the gay
With
comedy
Kristen
night.
Key.
Oh, with Kristen Key in the gay comedy night at the Comedy Spot Comedy Club. So you're a performer, you're a comedian, and you're transgender. So that's
Yes.
fabulous.
Let's talk about
Let's talk about that. Tell me about that.
Well, people ask me all the time, especially when they're surprised when they see me on stage for the first time.
I thought you were going to say in the bathroom.
No, I only use the ladies' room. But they're always surprised. They see me and they go, "You look like you've been doing this a really long time," and I have. I usually just say, "Well, when I was 5 years old, my dad said, 'Okay, you're a boy. Now you have to go to school.'" And back in those days, they thought, "Oh, he'll grow out of it," and that was therapy. They just waited. So it was a tough time growing up.
When did you start wearing girls' clothes? And
When
am
I could
using-
walk.
But am I using the right terminology?
I think as a question is, when did you start
Becoming very aware.
I don't want to say coming aware. When did you start realizing that? I don't even say it's a realization, because I mean, I've heard a lot of people say when, they're transgender that they always felt uncomfortable until they started, putting on women's clothes.
When did you know you're a woman?
From the time I was born.
Yeah.
I've felt that this has been part of me my whole life, but because I grew up in a much different generation, nobody did anything about it at all. You just waited, like I said, to grow out of it. So there never was a time in my life, ever, that I didn't feel like I was in the wrong gender or that I was born with this birth defect. But I've managed to live my life in both genders as I am now, and I'm much too old to change anything. If I was closer to your age, my grandkids would be calling me grandma rather than grampy. So I've committed to my family and my life and done everything that I could do to be a good person, regardless of who I am. But it's just been in the last several years that I've really come out.
So-
Because it's you're broken. You grow up in the 50s and 40s, you're broken.
Yeah. I just overheard you said you had grandkids. You were married at one point?
I'm still married. I'm on number 3. It took me 3 to get it absolutely right. And I have the most wonderful wife in the world.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's
she
fabulous.
She just doesn't know who she likes best.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she knew from long before we were married. And my first 2 wives, they wanted to fix me. And since there was nothing to fix, they took off. And I'm so glad they did.
So
Because
did
I
you have-
wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. if
Did you
anything
have
was
kids
different.
with this third wife?
Number 1.
Oh, okay.
And one was a draft deferment. And the second one was a sister for the draft deferment.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Because
Let me ask this, because this is what's fascinating to me. So, when you're gay, you grow up young, and the whole institution is about heterosexual, and it's like marriage, businesses, own a home, everything. So you grow up, and then you see the world, and it's so different. It's inverted, and it's like, what gave you the strength to say, "Hold on, little girl, hold on, just get through this"? And when you get to be older, what gave you the strength to keep moving on?
Fear.
That can be a real big motivator.
Yeah.
For real.
There were times when I wanted to cash it in, because you grew up your whole life. I have to tell you, I was born in 1946, so I'm totally different generation, probably two generations behind all of you. So you struggle. I mean, it's been a struggle your whole life, because you think you're broken, and you think, of course, you're the only one in the world that wants to be a girl.
Yeah. When did you know you weren't? When you weren't alone? When you met somebody that was like you?
Oh, God. The internet? No, actually, the first drag club I ever went to was in 1968 in San Francisco.
Ooh.
And in a place called Finocchio's, which was very famous.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't talk, I think, for a week, because I'd never seen a drag queen. I'd never seen anybody else. I'd never met anybody else. We didn't exactly have the internet to talk to people on. So
Were they
That's
welcoming
very true.
to you?
yeah, it was a great show. And back then, everybody sang live. I mean, there was no lip syncing or anything. And that first thing was, oh my God, I'm not the only one.
So where are you from? Where are you originally from?
I grew up in Seattle.
Okay, in Seattle.
Wasn't San Francisco one of the original scenes for all that? Isn't that where voguing originated?
Yeah, that was New York and
That was
Harlem.
New
Harlem.
I thought I knew
Actually,
something.
most of the major cities, the coastal cities, had gay clubs from the 40s all the way through. They had gay clubs, private clubs, where, you'd have been arrested.
You walk in through the back door.
Sure. They had laws in the 50s and 60s,
Yeah.
actually from the 40s, called masquerading laws. And even when I first started going out as a girl, I could have been arrested for masquerading my identity, and they actually would throw people in jail
Wow.
for that.
Wow.
Did
And then
you
trying to
ever go?
embarrass them. Huh?
Did you ever go to jail? We're
Never.
sharing a mic, bitch. I
I
keep
know,
saying you.
it's so sweet.
No, did you ever go to jail though?
Never. Oh, I was in jail once for drinking when I was 16.
Well, that's because you're a fun girl. That's because you're
That's a rite of passage.
Well, I know you do a lot of work with the youth, and there's probably a lot of youth hopefully listening to this show that might be a little struggling. So do you have anything, do you want to talk about that at all?
Well, some of you may or may not know, but I work with Maricopa Community Colleges. I'm on the film board for the LGBT Desperado Film Festival.
Oh, cool.
I help
I didn't
pick
know that.
films, and this year I'll also be the MC. I did it part-time last year. I guess I get to do it this full-time this year. I work with Mulligan Manor, which is the first transgendered and gay group foster home in the Southwest, and I work with them at an invitation from the state and from the directors to talk to these kids, because they can't believe that burgers were 15 cents from McDonald's and that I didn't have any friends. So it's fun for them to talk. I'm like the adopted grandma or something, even though I don't look like it. But I give them makeup tips, and we just talk about what it's like to be trans. And most of them aren't quite sure. I mean, they're 15 years old, 16, and we just tell them, you're not alone, you're not broken, and just take your time, find out who you really are.
So that's the thing with the youth nowadays, is that I feel like because here's my opinion about people in transgending. My partner and I are both promoters for a pageant system that gears up for transgender and drag queens. And I feel like there's a lot of people that think, oh my gosh, this is going to be so exciting, I'm going to be a drag queen, but then they think, oh no, I'm a girl. And I have issues with that, because people like you who've been through so much and you never did drag. This is who you think you are. But people start thinking, oh, because I'm a drag queen, that means I have to have this, and I have to look like this, and I'm going to be a woman now.
Most drag queens, and 99% of them are gay guys. And it's an expression for them, and they get a big kick out of it. The makeup comes off, they go home, they're guys. With people like me, we spend a lot of time like this, and we just try and be who we think we're supposed to be. So Drag Queens is a 10-minute show. It's all about getting attention.
And getting that dollar
bill. We do like
And
attention,
dollar
don't we?
bill.
That's why I'm on stage. I mean, I decided to express who I am through comedy, and to show others like me that you don't have to have surgery to be transgendered if that's who you feel you are. Get out there and be the best that you can be, and and just go for it. Once people expose you, once everybody finds out who you are, the fear is gone.
No, it is. And I know when I was doing shows, the first time I brought you up, I would sit in the back and I was watching the reaction of the room. And they were laughing, but they were confused on is that a man? Is that a woman? Is that a man or a woman? But then your first jokes, when you started addressing that first, it cleared it. And then people are like going to go with it because you're in control of that stage. Here's my question, though. Tell me if this is too out there. What always, as a gay person, intrigues me about this, because at first when I was younger, it just confused me. And whenever you don't know about something, it scares you. But it's the sexuality part of it. So you're straight and you sleep with straight women. So, like, when you have sex, are you wearing a lingerie? And I'm not trying to be like, how does the sexuality part of transgender is fascinating to me? Like, how does that? Is that too much?
I think you're asking it. Never mind.
No, because my other half is listening. So, absolutely, I can be whoever I am. But when I'm intimate with my wife, it's me. It doesn't matter what I look like or who I am. It's still me because of the bond between us. But actually, I'm a lesbian. So I've always been in love with girls. Always. I mean, it just you wanted to be them, and that's
So
the best way to
have
be
you
around
have you
them.
ever had male-to-male interaction?
No,
Oh wow.
I just never thought. I thought maybe I am, but no.
It's one of the things I've
I
definitely.
just love women.
I've definitely learned doing the show and hanging out with all these guys last few months. The amount of diversity within the LGBT community is just, it's really large.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
There's
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah,
kinds.
yeah.
I can't believe that y'all gave us a letter and, the tea. And everybody asks me all the time, where are your friends? Where are the other teas? I go, they're home in the closet.
Yeah.
It's harder for them to get out because it takes a lot of practice and time to look like this.
Right.
So when did you start? When did you feel comfortable? You look very comfortable in your skin. When did you? How long did it take you to?
I think
get
everyone
comfortable?
should be comfortable in their skin.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
honest, like
That's 60 years.
60 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you
Wow.
comfortable now?
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I do anything I want, go anywhere I want to go. And people only look at me funny when I talk. And so why not put that on stage?
Yeah.
But it's all a matter of presentation. And most people like me don't have the support from family and friends and everybody that knows.
You know what's funny?
Okay.
The first time I saw you, now that I think about it, I saw you at what used to be called Friends when Celia had her show there.
A terrible drive-by.
And I remember seeing you from across the room, and I almost thought for a second that you were Martha Stewart. I'm not even kidding.
I love it.
Oh, and okay, thank you.
Wow.
I'm not
Oh
even
my-
kidding. I was like, and I can't remember who I was with, but I think I was with Robert Maynard. Do you know Robert and Coco St. James?
Yes.
They're our
Robert, I
favorites.
was like, is that Martha Stewart? And he laughed. He goes, why do you say that? I said, well, she looks like Martha Stewart. Is that Martha Stewart? He goes, no, you do realize that is a male. I was like, what? And like, I was taken by surprise because I mean, I can pick up on that really quickly. Like, it's so funny because when we go to nationals, when we were in Dallas this last month, when we go to nationals every race for the US of A pageant, I get so gender confused because of all these trainees that are walking around. Like, it almost makes you by the end of the week go, you man or woman.
Right. I get that too. Is it inappropriate to say trannies? Is that okay to say?
Actually, you can say anything you want.
Is
I
that-
find nothing offensive.
You
Yeah.
do? Because
It's one of those things that you have to ask the person in front of you what they prefer. Because there are people I know that would be offended that you said tranny,
Yeah.
and there are people that prefer to be called transgender. It's up to that individual.
It's so complex to me. You know what I mean? It's just to me because to me
To you.
to me.
You're complex.
Yes, because in
You're
my
complex to us, Gene.
in my life, no, I'm just telling you, trying to be honest. I'm just saying, in my life, I see things. I don't do well in the gray. It's either black or it's white. You know what I mean? In my life,
You're not Liam Nielsen.
no, I know, but I mean, like And so your whole life is confusing to me. I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, I get it, and I'm not holding you. I'm just saying, to me, it's
He
like
insults me all the time. It's just this is how he talks. Don't worry.
no.
about it.
And this is what I like about you. This is what I like about you.
That's gonna be a 5-minute apology
No,
after this.
what I like about you is because you sense that, you know what I mean, and you're like, you just go with it, you know what I mean, because it's not mean spirited. Do you feel like I'm mean spirited? I just always have a lot of questions.
No, you're really cute for a chubby guy.
Oh,
I've,
and your makeup. Now that I see you up close, no, they're not gonna read each other. No,
Oh, shit.
no. But do you get what I'm saying, though? Because I think a lot of people have that question.
well, they do, and people are confused because they don't know people like me.
Right.
When I'm off stage, I try and greet as many people as I can.
You sure do.
And so many people come up and say, I never met anybody like you.
Right.
Or when I got on the film board, they go, where did this confidence come from?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just from being comfortable with who you are. And it takes a long time. Look how long it took you to be comfortable with who you are.
Well,
About a week.
Still working on it. Now, how do you feel about the Transformer movie franchise?
What?
Did you enjoy
It
those?
has nothing to do with me. The Transformer movies,
Yes.
those are like robots and Bumblebee, and my grandkids like those.
Fair enough.
So we're going to be performing together at the Comedy Spot
Yes.
on the 23rd. So tell the listeners what they should expect from your comedy. I actually have never seen you perform on stage, so I'm very, very curious to see what's going to come out of that show. So what can they expect?
It depends on how much time Sean gives me. If I get 7 minutes, it's going to be like quick sex. But I talk, thanks to Gene and
That's quick.
Deanne and everybody from the Comedy Club and Sean, it's about me to begin with. And I don't want people to, like Gene said, I want them to be comfortable with me. And all of a sudden, oh, she's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I get into that. I talk about growing up a little bit. I'm talking some new stuff about my dog being gay. And well, you know, you guys are 1 in 10. My dog is 1 in 2. So, and just things about that. And then I also I talk a little bit about where I live, briefly, because I live in Sun City West, and we call that the Loop, the land of old people. And they're just starting to know about me and people like me. So I'll talk a little bit about that. But there's a lot of funny things that happen in life, and I just think I'm a good observation of life.
You do. And, you know, she does a tremendous job. And I can tell you this, and I'm not just saying it because you're here. When she comes out, she brings at least 30 people. And the people that come and see her, they're not all friends. They're just some people that are just finding out. And
Some
they're
enemies.
good people. They're nice people.
Oh, that's fabulous.
They laugh at everything, and they're just nice quality people. So, you know what? We're wrapping up our show now. But thank you so much for coming and being with us. Thank you. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you, guys. It's been great.
And if anyone wanted to find out more about you, where you perform, where can they find that out?
On Facebook, Marianne Marttini. That's Martini with 2 T's. You Google me. I'm the only one in the world with Marianne with 2 T's.
Oh, that's good marketing.
And a pair of nuts.
It's only one, Marianne Marttini.
5-minute apology coming up right now.
Just one.
You guys, Marianne Marttini, everybody. Marianne Marttini, our special guest today. And you can see her June 23rd at the Comedy Spot with Kenny Behan, with Ray Howard, with Rachel Hilton, with
Damn.
Ernesto Ortiz. And did I leave anyone out? Millie. And with
Millie.
Oh, we love Millie. We love
And
The headliner,
and the headliner,
Key.
Kristen Keys.
Yeah.
And Ernesto, where are you going to be next week?
Okay, let's see here. All right. July 13th, I'll be at Stand Up Live. The 23rd, I'll be with you guys. The 28th, I'll be at the Rocking Horse Saloon in Prescott. 29th, Diamonds. 29th, the Hidden House for Bobby Johnson's birthday. Happy birthday, Bobby. And the 30th at Spurs Saloon. But it'll all be on my website, ErnieOrtiz.com.
Yeah. You can find me tomorrow, June 9th. We're going to do improv shows at the Comedy Spot. I cannot wait because I just love doing improv. It's just in the moment, off the audience, just having a great time.
Sunday, right? Is it Sunday?
Yes. Did I say Sunday? Tomorrow is Sunday, right?
Okay.
Nate
Keep going.
needs
No,
sex.
Nate,
I'm just asking.
Come on,
maybe
we're
I-
wrapping it up,
tomorrow
man.
maybe you should ask Marianne how to get some chicks.
Oh,
Maybe I
should. Where else are you gonna be, Nate? We're wrapping up.
So aside from tomorrow, June 13th, this Thursday, I'll be opening for Sebastian Satina. And don't forget to subscribe to our show, Working It Out, as well as Gayborhood Friends with Bryce
Woo!
Bear. Thank you,
Yay!
Bryce, for coming in as well.
Thank you,
for
Bryce.
having
One
me.
thing, Marianne is going to be on the 26th at the Shout House, the 25th. That's
that's
after the
right.
gay show, so it'll be a big
Oh,
show.
that's right.
It's a big win.
Shout
for
out
us,
to the
actually.
Shout House.
Yes.
And
So-
Gene, where are you?
at
where
the
are
comedy spot all week long, Scottsdale's oldest comedy club, where you can get the best intimate comedy all the time.
And a pair of D's nuts.
These nuts. Thank you, Ernesto. It's a pleasure to see you.
Thank you very
Nate.
much.
Who is working it out?
I'm working it out.
Wow.
Can we do it one more time?
Who's working it out?
We're working it out.
Who's working it out?
We're working it out.
Man, Martini's working it out.
Hey.
I'm working it out.
Thank you, Marianne.